Hello, Liberty. I am back with another 2020 Senior Spotlight, and I am now here with Tatiana Hinkley. Hey, Tati, how are you?
I'm good, pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. How's it going? How are you adjusting to being at home?
Well, honestly, it's weird because I'm used to like waking up at 7 and going to school, going to my job. It's just weird because I'm not used to just staying home. My body's not used to it. It's really weird. That's it.
Yeah, it's very strange and motivating myself to wake up at the same time. I mean, a little bit later because I don't have to get as ready as I do for a regular day, but still motivating myself to be ready to do work when I'm just going from the bedroom to my dining room. It's super difficult for me as a teacher, so I can only imagine for you guys as students.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a lot. Like you teachers are doing so much because I'll be getting emails like Miss Van Valkenburg sent me an email at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, "What is she doing up?"
Maybe one of her kids was waking her up early or something, or
Yeah.
maybe she was just stressing out because I'm stressed all the time. How are you adjusting to doing your work online?
Honestly, not that hard. I don't know why a lot of people are complaining. It's the same concept. It's Google Classroom. It's not like we haven't done it before. We have our Chromebooks, so it's not like we can't do it. But it's really easy. It's all straightforward. And if you need help, the teachers tell you to email them. So it's pretty easy.
That's good. I'm glad that you're adjusting well to it. And it is nice that most of us have used Google Classroom so much that it feels like an easier adjustment as far as that part goes, at least, I think. Yeah, that's awesome. So, Tati, tell everybody a bit about yourself. What were you involved in at school or outside of school?
So in school, I was part of the DJ club. I was the treasurer, vice president. I was like everything under the president. Um, I also was in chorus, orchestra, and an honors orchestra. Um, Played soccer, love soccer. Outside of school, I was part of a youth empowerment program, and it's called YAG. It's a very great program, love it. Went to work and just did as much as I could to help my community. I love spreading positivity, and if I couldn't do it in school, I made sure I could do it somewhere else.
That is awesome. And I think it was Ari that I was talking to, and she was talking about YEG. And I love the shirts always, and I love what you guys are doing there. It's really great. So, and definitely no different than what I told Ariana. You and her you have that bubbly personality when you see the two of you in the hallway. And I do very often see you together. So, it's really nice. It's just a nice feeling to see two people, you being one of them, that are just super happy often.
I tell people all the time whenever I contact someone, I'm like, listen, I know we're going through a really rough time right now, but you got to remember that it'll get better one day. You got to just keep smiling and keep living because just because the world stopped now doesn't mean it's going to be stopped for the next 2 years.
That is absolutely correct. So Tatiana, what is one of your favorite classes that you took in high school?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Um, Honestly, I have to go back to I think it was my 10th grade year. Yeah, I have to go back to my 10th grade year. Earth Science with Mr. Hazelness was my favorite class. That class had me laughing. I never loved science so much until I took that class. That class was amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. What was one of your favorite things you did in earth science? Because I have an answer to that, and I had Mr. Hazelness. So let's see. What was your favorite thing in earth science, if you can remember anything you did in there?
My favorite thing, honestly, was when we went into the minerals because I love minerals and I have so many of them in my room. I love the rose quartz. I just love minerals. I love learning about them, feeling them, observing them. It was just my favorite. That was just my favorite topic.
I Minerals were pretty cool. I remember doing my performance lab with
Mm.
Mr. Hazelness, and they have a mineral for you to identify. And I remember walking in and I saw my mineral and it was yellow. Let's see. It was yellow. Uh, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm set. Like I was worried because some of them were super difficult, but it was yellow. And I want to say, oh, Mr. Hazelness, if I get this wrong, I'm so sorry. I believe that I was working with sulfur because it had that smell as well.
Oh, it had that weird, strange smell.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to look it up and I'm going to feel really, really upset with myself. But everybody keep in mind that was a long, long time ago.
Sulfur. It could have been like that fake gold mineral.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was a little bit soft also, like for a mineral, you know what I mean? I don't know. Why do I remember so much about it, but not what the name of it was? This is called aging, Tatiana. This is called aging right here. That's awesome. I also enjoyed Star Lab.
Oh, I love constellations. I just minerals and constellations are just my forte. I love both of them.
Yeah, yeah. And we are super lucky up here because you walk outside and if it's a clear night, you can see pretty much anything
Yeah.
that you want to see. You know, the stars, we're just, I don't know. I lived on Long Island and you could not see what we see up here
Oh,
at
really?
all. No, no, it's not the same. If you, next time you're in a city, try to look up on a clear night. It will not be the same. You'll appreciate it up here that much more.
I'll do that because then I'll look up every night and I'll be like, oh, this is a beautiful sky.
Yeah, yeah. So what about a favorite memory from high school? Is there anything that just jumps to your mind as like a great moment?
Honestly, it would have to be last year when I'm pretty sure we did beat the seniors, but anyway, we all found out that we did that and they were so mad that we did it. And I was just like, we said we were coming. Like, we told you we were going to beat you.
That's right. We told them. We told them and we told them and we told them. It was a great moment. And yet again, I will remind everybody we did technically win. But that's fine. We're not a competitive class at all, including your advisor. Awesome. So what about next year? What are your plans after high school?
So originally, what I'm definitely aiming for is I want to go right into SUNY Sullivan in the fall, and I want to go into psychology. And I'm going to take the 2 years there, and then I was hoping to branch off either into a SUNY school or another school that would accept my credits because I want to become an occupational therapist. And I have something under my belt to do with like journalism and or singing because I am good with both of those. And awesome. Yeah, and then I would also be getting my certification from BOCES, which is innovative design. So I would also have that under my belt too.
You're just you are making sure you have a lot of different options, which is really good. It's really good to have a lot of different things that you're interested in and that you're good at because you are still young and you might change your mind about what you want to do. When I was 17, I wanted to be an occupational therapist as well.
Really?
I did. I worked in a program with BOCES. It's now the New Visions program, but it was called something different back then. And I went to BOCES and did the occupational therapy internship part of that program. And I just loved it. And part of it is because I was at BOCES, so I was working with kids. So I think that was probably the bigger part for me. But at the time, I really thought I wanted to do something in the medical field. So I'm glad that you're keeping your options open.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
If something does go wrong, that I have something to fall back on. I always plan ahead, and it's a bad habit of mine, but I always plan like 4 months ahead of my life when I'm not supposed to do that.
Well, I mean, to some extent you want to plan ahead, but then you also, have to remember that things are going to come up. This is the perfect example. We planned a lot of things ahead of time and now they're not happening right now. But no, planning ahead is not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. So Tati, last thing I want to know is, do you have a message for the Liberty community? You know, your teachers, your friends, your family.
Um, yes, my message is just stay happy. Really, don't get down about this. Even though it looks like the world is at the end of its peak, we're in 2020. We are the vision. We are meant to move on. It just because we're getting hit by this, we were born into a destruction. We can overpass this. We are meant to adapt. We are meant to grow. This is just another bump that we will overcome, and everyone just got to remember to stay positive, because if we keep getting at each other's throats, what's going to happen? We're just going to go right back into war, and that's not going to be good. So
Yeah.
there's light at the end of the tunnel. It may be far, but it's there. Just got to remember to just keep moving and keep thriving, really.
That is a very good message. And I am not surprised by all the positivity that you are throwing out there for the world right now. That is awesome. Well, Tati, thank you for being a part of this with me. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed talking with you today. Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much again. And everyone else, I will be back with another 2020 Senior Spotlight very soon. Thank you.